Not many people look for this one little thing that happens on coins that makes them worth a lot of money. You want to pay attention to this video because it could change your whole perspective when it comes to looking at coins. In this video, we're going to go over a lot of different examples that make coins worth a ton of money. Now, the coins that you see in this video sold online for a lot of money, guys. You don't want to spend your coins. You don't want to sell them to a pawn shop because they're going to rip you off. Let's hop into this video and go over some rare examples of coins. Here is a 1947 25-cent United States coin. It was graded by PCGS at a mint state 67. This specific coin is called a repunched mint mark. So first of all, a mint mark is a area on the coin that usually has a letter, and that letter stands for the mint that produced the coin. In the United States, the most popular mints are the San Francisco Mint, the Denver Mint, and the Philadelphia Mint. You also have the Carson City Mint that no longer produces coins, and you have the West Point Mint that produces coins periodically. On this coin, you have an S mint mark standing for the San Francisco Mint, but the mint mark was repunched. So sometimes during the minting process, there can be errors that happen on your specific coin. You want to look for the S mint mark on this coin to see if it has a repunched mint mark. You're going to need some sort of magnification to see what's going on here. I do have a supplies link down below where you can pick up a magnification glass, no problem. If you're a bit older, it may be worth getting a USB microscope instead, but that's just my opinion. This coin got graded by PCGS at a mint state 67, and it sold for a lot of money. Someone turned a 25-cent coin into $288. Here we have a 1992 coin. Now, this Lincoln coin sold for $1,440. Now, the crazy part about this coin is the fact that more than likely you show this coin to a lot of people and they would tell you the coin is not worth that much money. The reality is it's worth a ton of money because of this. So very quickly, we're going to break down this coin. First of all, it was graded by NGC at a mint state 63. 70 is the highest grade you can get during the grading process of a coin. The two best grading companies, in my opinion, are PCGS or NGC. Now, you can send them coins, and they've been doing this for decades, and they're very trustworthy in the coin collecting hobby. This coin got graded on the lower side of the mint state grade. If it was to have graded higher, it would have sold for a lot more money than $1,440. But you may be asking yourself, why? Why did it sell for so much money? And how do I know if I have one? So let's flip the coin over and look on the back top right hand side of the coin. You're going to be wanting to look at the America. So between the A and the M, there is not much of a space there, and that's because this is what we call a close AM coin. Now, the other example that you can have is a wide AM. A wide AM coin is going to have a space in between. So this 1992 coin was struck at the Denver Mint. It has a close AM. It was graded by NGC at a mint state 63 brown, and it sold for $1,440. So if you have a 1992 coin, that's from the Denver Mint. You want to be looking for that close AM because it could be worth a lot of money, just like this coin that sold for $1,440. Now, here's a Roosevelt dime. Now, the first thing you'll see on this Roosevelt dime is the fact that it looks really kind of disgusting in my opinion, but beauty is really all in the eye of the beholder because it sold for $2,760. This coloration that you see happening here is called toning. Now, toning happens based upon where the coin is stored. The air will oxidize with the metals in the coin reacting and causing different colorations. Toning can either increase or decrease the value of your coin. This specific coin also has a double die reverse repunched mint mark. Now, these repunched mint marks, very similar to the first coin, can really increase the value of the coin. So if you have a repunched mint mark double die reverse like this coin, you're in for a real treat because this coin that got graded by PCGS at a mint state 68 sold for $2,760 because it's an S over S mint mark. Here we have a 1909 1-cent wheat penny coin. So we're all familiar with the wheat coins. They can be worth a lot of money, especially this coin that sold for $3,840. Now, when you're looking at the coin, you can say, wow, the condition is very nice. That is because it got graded by PCGS at a mint state 66 red. The big factor here is going to be another repunched mint mark. These repunched mint marks are sometimes challenging to see, but if you look closely enough at the S mint mark, you'll see that something doesn't look quite right. That is because it's a mint error. It should have never happened. This variety is very, very challenging to come across. It's going to be hard to see in the lower graded conditions, but the combination of the repunched mint mark plus the very high grade of the 66 allowed this little coin to sell for $3,840. $8,400 for this 1982D 1-cent coin. This is a bronze coin graded by NGC at an AU58. So AU means about uncirculated or almost uncirculated. That means it went out into circulation circulation. It was passing people's hands. You can see there's a bunch of little scuffs and nicks all over the coin. If the coin was in better condition, it would have brought more money. However, this coin should have never been struck on a bronze coin in combination with the date. So pay close attention to this date here. We're going to show you some examples of the difference between a small date and a large date. It is really quite easy to tell once you have the indicators pointed out. I usually like to look at the two. You can see the belly area of the two is sharper on the small date and it's more round on the large date, but we'll let you decide how to do that. The big factor here is the fact that it was struck on a bronze planchet. Like I said, the coin weighs 3.08 grams. That is incorrect for this coin. It should weigh about 2.5 grams. So this one, once again, sold for $8,400. Now here we have a coin that sold for $4,800. It is a 1991 cent coin. The first thing you'll notice about this beautiful coin is that this coin is a proof coin. Now proof coins are made in a different manner than typically mint state coins. Proof coins are done one by one by mint employees, and they are produced to sell to collectors from the US Mint. They have no flaws on them relatively, and collectors really want to get their hands on these proof coins, especially in the very high grades. PCGS designated this one at a proof 69. That is 1 point away from the perfect grade of 70. This one also has an error on it, so there is no S mint mark. This proof coin should have had an S mint mark below the date. However, there was a mistake during the minting process. As always, we are human. Humans make mistakes sometimes. This coin should have had an S mint mark, but it does not. That is why it sold for $4,800. $12,000 for this 1942 D Jefferson nickel coin. This is a beautiful example of a coin graded by PCGS at a mint state 66 with the full steps on the back. So let's hop over to the back here and look at Monticello there, those words. Above that, you're going to see some steps. Now, the steps are very important when it comes to the value of your coin. So the full steps are the highest point on the coin. They get worn down the quickest, and they are the hardest to strike during the minting process. So if you have full steps, the value of your coin will increase. The biggest factor for sure here is the fact that this is a D over horizontal D error coin. So you want to be looking at that D mint mark very closely to see if you have a D over horizontal D. Now, not many people are going to know what to look for, so write this down. Write down to look for 1942 Jefferson nickel coins with a D mint mark. You're going to want to look very closely at that D mint mark because that can mean the difference of a ton of money. Once again, this example sold for $12,000. Here we have a 1964 Jefferson nickel that sold for $19,800. It's a 5-cent Jefferson nickel graded by PCGS at a mint state 66. Now the big factor here is going to be the repunched mint mark. So look closely on the back right hand side. I know this coin doesn't really look the best at certain angles. There's some nicks and gashes everywhere, but this D mint mark is very important. It was repunched. So if you look close enough, it looks like there is another D happening in there. That is that repunch happening. Now look guys, if you want to learn more about coins and currency, definitely check out our completely free coin and currency ebook down below. It is completely free. Click on that link and we will see you in the next video.